The Haunting of Ashwood Manor, a tale of legacy and redemption. Clara Bennet had never believed in ghosts. To her, the supernatural was the stuff of childhood stories and overblown urban legends. But when she inherited Ashwood Manor, a sprawling Victorian estate on the outskirts of a small New England town, her skepticism was put to the test. "You're quite lucky," the estate lawyer had said as he handed her the keys. Though some might not see it that way. The locals, well, they have their superstitions. Clara had brushed it off, eager to escape the grind of city life and find solace in the countryside. But as her car pulled up the gravel driveway, she felt a prickle of unease. Ashwood Manor loomed ahead, its tall windows dark and lifeless, its once grand facade weathered by time. The first evening passed uneventfully, though Clara couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. As she explored the house, she discovered it was a time capsule, filled with antique furniture, dusty books, and portraits of stern-faced ancestors. That night, she was awakened by the sound of faint footsteps echoing through the halls. Groggy but curious, Clara grabbed a flashlight and ventured out of her bedroom. The corridor stretched ahead, lit only by the moonlight filtering through stained glass windows. "Hello? Is someone there?" she called. The footsteps stopped abruptly, and the air grew heavy. Clara's heart raced as she turned the corner, only to find an empty hallway. She laughed nervously, blaming the house's creaks and groans on its age. The next morning, Clara drove into town to stock up on supplies. At the general store, the cashier, an older woman named Mabel, eyed her cautiously. "You're the new owner of Ashwood Manor, aren't you?" Mabel asked. Clara nodded, surprised. "Yes, why?" Mabel hesitated before leaning closer. "That house isn't just old. It's cursed. People say the spirits of the Ashwood family still linger there, especially Lady Eleanor." "Lady Eleanor?" Clara repeated, intrigued. "She was the last of the Ashwoods," Mabel explained. "Died under mysterious circumstances. Some say she's searching for justice. Others say she's out for revenge." Clara dismissed the story as small-town gossip, though the unease in her stomach grew stronger. Back at the manor, Clara decided to explore more thoroughly. She found herself drawn to a locked door on the third floor. Using a skeleton key she discovered in the study, she unlocked the room and stepped inside. The air was icy cold, and the room was eerily preserved. A four-poster bed stood in the center, draped in cobwebbed lace. On the vanity sat a silver hand mirror, tarnished with age. But what caught Clara's attention was a diary lying on the bedside table. The entries painted a picture of a lonely, tormented woman. Lady Eleanor had been ostracized by her family and accused of witchcraft by the villagers. Her final entry read, "They will not let me rest, but neither shall I let them forget. Justice will be mine." As Clara closed the diary, a sudden gust of wind slammed the door shut, trapping her inside. Over the next few days, strange occurrences escalated. Doors opened and closed on their own. Shadows moved in her peripheral vision. At night, Clara heard whispers she couldn't understand, punctuated by distant sobs. Desperate for answers, she returned to the diary, deciphering Eleanor's life and piecing together the events leading to her death. Clara realized that Eleanor wasn't just a victim, she was a warning. The Ashwood family had harbored dark secrets, and the spirits were bound by the weight of their sins. Determined to free the spirits and herself, Clara sought help from the town's historian, Mr. Whitaker. He revealed that a purification ritual might break the curse. It required Eleanor's mirror, soil from her grave, and an incantation spoken under a full moon. That night, Clara prepared for the ritual. As she began chanting, the house came alive. Ghostly figures emerged, their faces twisted in anguish. Lady Eleanor appeared, her ethereal form both beautiful and terrifying. "You seek to end this?" Eleanor's voice echoed, her gaze piercing. "Yes," Clara replied. "It's time for peace." With a wail that shook the manor, the spirits dissipated into the night, leaving the house silent for the first time. The next morning, sunlight streamed through Ashwood Manor's windows, dispelling its long-held gloom. Clara felt a weight lifted from her shoulders. Though she had planned to sell the house, she now saw it as a place of healing, a chance to honor Eleanor's memory and rebuild its legacy. As she stood on the front steps, the wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it a sense of gratitude. The haunting of Ashwood Manor was over, but its story would never be forgotten. If you like this kind of content, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.